A good afternoon, IHSA football family. Good afternoon, recruits around the world that are clicking onto this video. And it is time now, again, to go through why pay-for recruiting services are a scam. And if you don't know my name is Coach Big Pete, Peter Leinweber, a.k.a. Publisher 6 of Deep Dish Football. I cover IHSA football, the state of Illinois, high school football, and recruiting. I've coached, I've scouted, I've done the whole shebang. I have friends in recruiting, friends in Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, JUCO, NA, IA football, everywhere. And again, this is another video. I did one in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and now for 2021. And this is going to go more in depth. And again, I speak like a sailor, and I do apologize if I use any bad language. I do apologize for that. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. If you like my work, feel free to. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Again, it's coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. If you like my work, feel free to leave a tip via PayPal link below. I will have the PayPal link below. And again, if you don't like my work, I do apologize. I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people. I'm not going to lie in this video, but it has to be said again and again and again. And again, pay for recruiting services are a scam. Do not pay for them. Recruiting is 100% free, especially, and I'm talking about football recruits. So I don't want to get any emails from soccer, volleyball, football. I'm talking about football recruits. Pay for recruiting services are a scam. They're a complete joke. They've been a scam for decades. There's always been warning signs out there, and there's been horror stories too. And I'm just going to go into a few things. I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to say, and a pay for recruiting service. Again, you pay someone to help you get recruiting. Or a middleman, which is absolute BS, and a street agent, which is another thing that's absolute BS. They say that they can get you an offer because they know that coaching staff, but you have to forward them cash, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes I've heard 20 grand, 18 grand, 16 grand, 15 grand, 14 grand, anywhere from the lowest denomination from $900 to 1 grand, 2 grand, 3 grand, all that BS. And it's a complete scam. Do not pay for recruiting services. This just in, pay for recruiting services are a scam. They still are a scam. Please understand that. How do I get recruited, Coach Big Pete? Simple as that. You fill out the free recruiting questionnaires on websites of college teams. You fill them out. You get your free exposure for there. You are on Twitter. You have Twitter. Twitter is free. You have Huddle. If you do not have Huddle, put your film on YouTube. That is free. You tweet out your game film to college coaches. You follow college coaches on Twitter. Again, it's absolutely free. That's free exposure for you, the recruit. And pay for recruiting services, the main thing that they do is they attack the parents on their kids' dreams. They promise their kids, well, we can get them a Division I thing, or they always do the famous, well, the high school coach doesn't do his job correctly. That's absolute BS. A simple call from a college coach to a high school coach, that's all he needs to do and give the okay sign for a kid. And nowadays, the old gum-chewing, egotistical high school coach, that's over with. We've got coaches that care more about the recruits, that are doing a lot for the recruits, setting up profiles, setting up huddles, tweeting out profiles on their team handles on Twitter. Again, I'm going to stress this again to you, the parents and the kids. Do not pay for recruiting. If you're approached by a person that asks for money because they can get your child into on a team, that's absolutely BS. And when they send their emails to college coaches, it automatically gets deleted. It goes and deleted. And by the way, this is coming from an article. I'm going to put the article link on the YouTube video once it's done, so you can check out the article too. It goes through all the points of recruiting. And I can't stress this enough. Anytime a person comes up and says, hey, you pay me, I'll help your son get recruited, or I can do this, I can do that, it's absolute BS. Pay-for recruiting services are a scam. Middlemen are a scam. Street agents are a scam. If you're good enough, the college coaches will find you. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. But do not pay for recruiting services. And they've been doing this for decades. They've been trying to take money from hardworking families. They attack families, again, on their dreams that their kid might be Division I, or sometimes the kid's not even Division I, and they'll say the kid's Division I, and the parent will bust out $2, $3, $4, $5,000. Then you have the simple thing of they're doing the same work that you could be doing for absolutely free. They fill out the free recruiting questionnaires, and they act like it's their connection with the coaches when they have absolutely no connections with the college coaches. And I've seen this happen numerous times. And I've seen some of these scum of the earth parasites, and I call them parasites because they are parasites. They're worthless parasites. Take pictures with college coaches. The college coaches don't even know who they are, and they act like they think that they're just fans, and they put the pictures up on their websites to show that they have a connection with the college coach. Now, and we get into training services, and we get into recruiting writing, those types of services. The big thing now for them is to push a pay-for recruiting service on a kid, and they get a cut of the money that they push the recruiting service on. And I've seen it happen so many times now, it's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And there used to be unwritten rules, but they've gone out the door. And you have these scumbags making more and more money off these kids because they pay off trainers, they pay off recruiting writers to forward their kids into a pay-for recruiting service, a middle agency, a street agency, all that BS. It's a complete scam. And I guarantee you this YouTube video is probably going to get about 50, 60 dislikes. And it's going to be from those scumbags. Because that's what they are. They're scumbags. And we talk about recruiting services and the pay-for recruiting services. And then they're leeching off some of their names. We talk about former ex-college coaches, ex-college scouts, leeching off their name, leeching off their school that they used to coach at, and say, well, I'm a college coach, I'm a former college coach, or I'm a former Division I player, or I'm a former NFL player, and this is the right service, this will get you all the connections, and it's completely bullshit. It is such a scam, it's unbelievable. And I've confronted a couple. I've confronted a former NFL player, and I basically said, because he offered this recruiting service and also the whole shebang, and said, my son did it. I find out that the guy's half owner of the recruiting service, pay for recruiting service. And the guy's literally making money. And the guy came from lesser means. And I talked to him and I said, if someone came to your family and said that they could help you recruit, and you know it's completely BS, and they're scamming money from your family, your parents, would you allow it? He wouldn't answer the question because he knows he's full of shit and he's a scumbag. And I say that a lot with these former college coaches. Well, I coached at blah, blah, blah. I coached at Notre Dame. I coached at Virginia Tech. But now I don't do that. I want to help kids get recruited. I'm all about them. I want to help the community. I want to help the kids. That's my whole part. I want to help them. Hey, do you want to do it for free? No. I don't want to do it for free. 2, 3, 4, 5 grand. Oh, you want to meet Coach Harbaugh? 10 grand. You want to meet Coach Day? 12 grand. There you go. Just spend the money, give the money to me, because literally I'm gonna get looks from these Division I coaches on your son. And then it comes into the small town BS. That's the big thing that they like to do. Well, he plays for a small Central Illinois town, or he plays for a small Iowa town, or he plays for a small Wisconsin town football team. He's not going to get the exposure. That's completely bullshit. Completely bullshit. There's been kids from small towns that have gotten Division I offers. There's been kids from the smallest schools, from 2A, 1A. I'm talking about Illinois. Even up in Iowa, too, that I covered when I used to cover Iowa football and Wisconsin football recruiting. They have gotten offers because they were on Huddle, or they put their videos that they couldn't put on Huddle onto YouTube, and it was absolutely free. And if you see a college coach, ask them this: are pay-for recruiting services scams? Yeah, they are. And they'll say yes, 89%. Then you got the 10% jagbags who literally take money from pay-for recruiting services just to say, yeah, you can put my picture on your website, or you can put my picture on your website. And those are absolute scumbags. And I have no use for them. Like I said, they basically what they should literally do is drown themselves, because literally they're scumbags. They literally are the biggest pieces of scum on earth. And I talk about this numerous times, and I've said this every year, and some parents still don't learn. It's a joke. I had a mom got approached at a showcase. She gave guys $6,000 to get her son looked at by Division I programs. And she found out that the guy was absolutely full of shit, and he's been full of shit. And this guy's been around the Chicagoland area for plenty of years doing this crap. And I really hope that the NCAA investigates this shit, because it's really disgusting, and state high school organizations start to investigate it too. And you have now some state coaching associations getting involved with the pay-for recruiting service scam too, which is absolute bullshit and should not be done. And that just tells you the sad, despicable world that we are in, where you have parasites at that level, really going after kids. And I say this numerous times: all you have to do, this is the easiest way for you to get recruited. It's been done for decades. Fill out the free recruiting questionnaire on the website. Before that, in the 90s and 80s, they would get a form sent to them via mail, or they would send out a piece of mail, and a coach would send them a document, a questionnaire for the kid to fill out. And then when they were interested, the kid would make a VHS tape, and he would send the VHS tape to a coach. If you want to get yourself recruited, fill out the free recruiting questionnaires, get that Twitter handle going, put out all your information on your Twitter, your GPA, your size, your height, your position, what high school you play for, what class year you are. Put it all in that Twitter bio. Watch what you put on social media. That is the free exposure that you get. And again, pay for recruiting services, middle agents, street agents. They are the scum of the earth. And again, they love to attack the rural areas because they're snake oil salesmen. That's all they do. That's one of the big things that they love to do, is go after the rural areas, because that's big money living right there. Because literally, you can screw them out of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And I always laugh my ass off when they say, well, it's for free profile. Yeah, but college coaches don't look at those free profiles. They laugh their asses off at most paid-for recruiting services. It goes in a spam folder, or it gets deleted. Recruiting is free. And I'm going to say this right now. If you're still watching, search Chris Creighton, James Franklin, and Brett Bielema talk about recruiting services. These are Division I coaches, and they basically are saying the same thing that I am saying. And even for small coaches, even for kids that go to Division III school, they get looked at because of the huddle and Twitter. That's the best way for you to get exposure. And the big thing with parents is to prey on their dreams. To say, your kid could be the next Big Ten football player. And the parent, oh, really? Yeah, but you're going to need my help. That's the big thing. Again, it's, you're going to need my help. You're going to have to pay. And again, I say this numerous times. I'm going to say this again and again. Pay for recruiting services are a scam. Well, he said he was a nice guy. Pay for recruiting services are a scam. Well, he's a good guy, and, well, he wears a cross. He's a piece of shit because he's scamming you out of money. Pay for recruiting services are a scam. If you pay for recruiting, any type of middle agent, street agent, any type of BS, it's a scam. Recruiting is 100% free. It's been 100% free. Don't get fooled with all that BS. And I see college coaches do it, former college football greats that do it, former college coaches that do it. I've confronted a couple college coaches that do it now that aren't coaching college anymore. Well, I just want to help the kids. And always my famous thing is, well, then do it for free. Oh, well, no, I can't do it for free. No. Yeah, because the guy's full of shit. He's a scumbag. And you got now professors, university professors now getting involved with this crap. And it's absolute BS. Absolute BS. So do not pay for a recruiting service. Do not pay for any of that crap. Recruiting is free. Fill out the free recruiting questionnaire. I'm going to put the link on the bottom. Check it out. And again, you can follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Again, my email is coachbigpete@gmail.com. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Again, this is for football recruits. I don't know about any other sports. I know football. And again, all my connections with football coaches and all that stuff. Again, that's one of the big things that pisses a lot of college coaches off is when they hear about these fake connections and all this BS, and literally they don't even know who the hell the guy is. And the parents, oh, you're friends or you played high school. No, I never played with this guy. I don't even know the guy. So, again, I'm going to say this again. And I hope the NCAA investigates this crap. I hope state organizations clamp down on this crap. Do not pay for recruiting services. And again, I'm going to say this one more time. I didn't say this, but I got to say it now. National Preps, Catapult, those are recruiting services, but they are free to you. And fill those out. National Preps, Catapult, they used to be XOS Digital. Those are absolutely free. Those recruiting services that are free, that you fill out the information for, because they charge the college coaches, those scouts. They don't charge you. That is free. Fill those questionnaires out. But do not do not pay for any pay-for recruiting services. They are scumbags. They're the lowest form of parasite. Simple as that. Just telling you that right now. Thank you so much for joining. And this video will probably be disliked out by a bunch of the street agents. And what can I say? Go kiss my ass. Have a good one. Bye.